Oh boy, time now for another episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics, and continuing on with the Black Hood. Oh, apologies, I'm under the weather. But let's get through this. So now we get the Black Hood puzzle page. So this is a one-page deal. So, what's Black Hood saying? Joe Clapp, nightclub singer, was murdered at the microphone. Electrocuted. Oh boy, you only need your electricians to make sure everything's safe, you know. This is a photo taken a moment before Clapp was electrocuted. Boy. Some of these comics, you know, the stuff they put in. But, you know, you don't see them frying or anything. Anyway, the man on the left is Bronson. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Uh-huh. Anyway, part owner of the club. He was being blackmailed by Clapp. Mr. Clapp. The man on the right is Al Clapp. Joe's brother. Well, yeah, I gathered. Joe married Al's fiancée, and they have never spoken to each other since. The police are holding them both on suspicion. Who is the murderer? Well, let's see. The wire of the microphone goes under this guy's table. This guy looks shady, but he's, I don't know, is he holding a cane? What about the waiter, huh? I don't know, he's kind of like, huh? He's like, he's waiting for something. And this guy, yeah, perhaps the Grim Reaper. Yeah. I know what's about to happen. I just gotta wait and make my quota. Anyway, the Black Hood knows, do you? Just hold this page before a mirror and know the mirror. Oh, damn it. It's one of these dumb things. All right. Hang on a minute. You know what? I'll flip it at the end of the story, and we'll take a look then. How about that? Yeah. I ain't going to sit here and try to read it backward. Anyway, there you go. So get a good shot of it and see if you can decipher the killer's identity. But again, at the end of the story, if I remember, I'll put the reversed image. Yeah. All right, on to the feature presentation. The Black Hood, man of mystery, takes on this guy. What are crooks like? Well, they're criminal. They're easy to describe. Tough and villainous and lowbrow. No regard for the finer things of life. Yeah, I think that's what they want. But anyway, the crime baron was different. Oh, one of those. Soft-spoken, gentle, chivalrous were the words to describe him. But the Black Hood needed more than words to meet the menace of the extraordinary criminal who became known, not without justice, as the Nobleman of crime. Because he wears an old gown and a crown. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Overlooking a wide and peaceful countryside is the palatial estate of the refugee Baron Nervitz, an exile from his mother country. And here our story begins. You can't pay the mortgage, so the bank will take possession of your estate. I don't want to hear it. Only this house remains of my fortune. I would give anything to keep it. Here, oh, my cane's stuck in your eyebrow. Anyway, you have 1 week to raise the money. I wish you luck. Hey, you've been caught red-handed. Never mind about that. So, 1 week. I could not raise the money in a year. What shall I do? Meanwhile, in the Daily Star, bandits escaped $50,000 in daring Even bandits make more money than I do these days. A life of crime is no worse than poverty. My ancestors collected tribute from the people. In my own way, why can't I do the same? In the following days, a strange group of men find a home at Baron Nervit's castle. Okay. Now, before we proceed further, we must find a suitable title for you. I almost got a title once, only Joe Louis hit me with a right hand and... I don't need that kind of title. Naturally, a man of my social position must have friends of an equal station in life. You will become noblemen. Henceforth, you shall be known as the Duke of Felony. He spelled it wrong. Gee, thanks. You're awful good to me. And you will be the Count of Kleptomania. Gosh, me mother would have been proud of me. The education of crime barons and noblemen began at once. No, you should never be heard eating soup. Okay, Baron, but how they know I'm enjoying myself? Correct. You should bow from the waist and kiss a lady's hand. If I'd done this to Mamie, she'd crown me with a brick. Okay. Clothes, on credit, of course, are part of every nobleman's wardrobe. Be certain that my friend the Duke gets everything he wants. Could I at least clean this blood off my face? Anyway. But of course, Monsieur le Baron. While outside, a puzzled Kip Berlin watches. It's what I do. I watch people. I could swear that was Mugger Malone in there. What's he doing in a swank store like this? After Mugger Malone departs, Kip Berlin makes inquiries. You are mistaken. That man was the Duke of Felony. He is a personal friend of Baron... Is Hurwitz now? I thought it was Nervitz. All right, Hurwitz. You don't say. I'd stake my life he was Mugger Malone. There's something screwy about this. I'd better look into it. But that night the crime baron strikes. I apologize for this intrusion. We have come for your necklace. Oh, Jervis, call the police. You know what to do. Sure. First, I wrap up this blackjack in silk so it's not to cause any ugly-looking marks. Then I gives it to him. Only it ain't crude and common this way. This is good manners. Oh. A moment later, I've got the necklace. Hey, Baron, the dame fainted. What do we do? The first code of noblemen is chivalry. Bring me some smelling salts. And, of course, everyone has smelling salts in their pocket. Where am I? Safe in your own home. I am truly sorry to have caused you this inconvenience. This gag is made of velvet and will not bruise your mouth. These robes are velvet, too. Nothing but the best for women. That's our motto. Au revoir, madam. I shall call the police as soon as we are safely away. They will release you. Boy, this chivalry angle pays off big, eh, Baron? Naturally. A nobleman of the old school is welcome in our best home, so he can learn their most valuable secrets. But the crime baron does not go unseen. Now I'm sure that's Mugger Malone. Who's the man with him? But he's got the, rich-built necklace. Hey, Baron, look! Bam, bam, bam. It's a cop! Beat it! Swiftly, the getaway car pulls away. Suddenly, screeching brakes slam it to a violent stop. Hey, Baron, what are we stopping for? May I help you, madam? You're so kind. Well, I'll be. He stopped to help that old lady cross the street. The delay gives Kip Merlin a chance to change into the Black Hood. Split seconds later. Huh? Here's something I've been saving. Oh, why spend it on me? Aha, a flank attack. Bang, bang. Bad aim. There you go, running into doors again. No! Now, I'll trouble you for that necklace. Tisk, tisk, such crude manners. Since you want it, here it is. Ah! So, a pearl necklace is what does the Black Hood in. Yeah. And here's something to go with it. Oh! I got him! Take him with us. Oh, wait. What do we do with him, Baron? Take him with us. He must pay the penalty for having struck a nobleman. Oh, jeez. Somewhere later, in the dungeon of Bear Hervet's castle. I hope you enjoy your surroundings. I admit this is not a very pleasant spot to face. Death! What are you going to do with me? Punish you. In my country, a peasant who displeases his noble master is executed. You will pay for your crimes on the guillotine. This... Oh, wait. Jeez. Oh, God. But first, a few games, you know. This is the traditional method for disposing of one's enemies. I'm sorry I can't provide an executioner. As a nobleman, I cannot kill you myself, so I have been forced to make other arrangements. When the candle burns down, the flame will cut through the rope, and the blade will fall. An ingenious device, isn't it? Now, my fellow noblemen and I have another appointment, collecting funds for the relief of my suffering countrymen. I'm sure you will excuse us. Oh, boy, I'm in quite the fix, huh? I can't move out of the way of that blade. I'm tied down too tightly. That rope won't last much longer either. I've got to take a chance. If I can catch that rope just as it breaks, I may be able to keep the blade from descending too far. Got it! Oh, they forgot to tie his legs down, so okay. Now I can use the sharp edge to cut through these ropes. Just in time. Phew. I'll never want a closer shave than that. The crime baron says he was collecting funds for his countrymen. The United War Fund is donating its relief money tonight. That's more than a coincidence. I've got a bit of unfinished business with the crime baron. At this moment, the crime baron drinks a toast with the delegates from his country to the war fund. To our homeland's glorious future. Well, drink to that, Baron. We didn't expect to meet you, Baron Hervet. You see,
I feel funny. That wine, oh...
Yes, I drank that wine, gentlemen. You will sleep pleasantly for a little while. Deft fingers perform a miracle of makeup. No one will see through this disguise. You're a genius, Baron. Now, let us go to the banquet hall. I couldn't tell you from the real thing, Baron. Really? Yeah. Well, they're both drawn by the same guy, you know. So a short half hour later, the delegates entered the banquet hall.
The delegation from Sylvania.
Let's see. What voice shall I do with this guy?
We are proud to donate this money to your valorous people. I know that you will put it to good use.
Thank you. I promise you my people will put it to very good use.
Geez, it worked like a charm.
Yeah, nobody even suspected us. Come on, before they learn the truth. Just before the crime baron departs. I wonder if you would mind having this dance with me.
It would be an honor.
Oh, wait, it's some other guy.
It would be an honor. I always wanted to dance with a real celebrity. The crime baron's gone crazy. We ought to lay him.
Oh, I guess he is the crime. He doesn't look anything like. Man, what the hell?
Don't worry, nothing.
What? But isn't that crime baron's disguise? Oh, well, I don't know who's saying what. Oh, no, don't worry, nothing can happen. Oh, no, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? The Black Hood.
Sorry, boys, but I'm coming through. Ooh!
I fear I have overstayed my leave. Farewell, my lady. I will never forget this dance. What? Turning me down?
I'll bet you won't. You won't forget this wallop either.
Hey, what's the meaning of this?
These men are frauds. They're trying to steal the relief money by masquerading as the real Sylvanian delegation.
Next day at Precinct 71.
The crime baron is safely behind bars, Kip. We won't be hearing from him anymore. I wonder. We'd never have caught him if he hadn't been such a chivalrous cuss. Say, you're right. Maybe if we could find the Black Hood's weakness, we could get him behind bars, too. You've got something there, Mike McGinty.
The end. Well, there wasn't a whole lot to this, but this is kind of a lazy attempt at a supervillain, you know. Maybe he'll show up again. Will it be next week? Nope. Next week, it's Roy and Dusty, boy buddies. Jeez Louise, how creepy is that? Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be terrible. But before we get to that, let's check out the revelation of that, mystery puzzle thing, whatever. So, did you figure it out? Well, let's take a look at the answer. See, it's all backwards now. It's as simple as that. Joe Clapp was electrocuted by an electric current, which Al Clapp had rigged up by an extra wire leading to the wall plug next to his table. Oh. With the Black Hood's aid, a little too late, the police convicted both partners of sponsoring to murder Joe Slap because he was taking over ownership of the nightclub through money he had lent them and which they couldn't repay. Yeah. So they're both in on it. So now you kind of cheated on the whole thing. See, his brother had the cord set up and everything, but then you go ahead and say, oh, well, he was in on it. I mean, your clue was, he looked sinister and stuff. This was a crappy puzzle. Yeah. So there you go. Did you figure it out? Yeah. Well, there you go. Good for you. All right. We'll read the boy buddies next week on Mr. Nailsin's Sunday Comic.